Remember tearing open a crinkly bag of chips or a brightly colored snack pack after school, only to realize years later that your favorite treat has completely disappeared from store shelves? America has always had a love affair with snacks. From cheesy bites to crunchy chips, and everything in between, these quick munchies define childhoods, road trips, movie nights, and even school lunches. But as food trends shifted, companies rebranded, and profits declined, some of our most beloved chips and snacks quietly vanished. In this video, we'll count down the top 10 discontinued chips and snacks you can't find anymore. These were the bold, sometimes weird, sometimes genius creations that built snack history and left us craving their comeback. So grab your favorite snack, settle in, and get ready to feel nostalgic. Yes. Because you're about to relive some of the greatest bites that time forgot. 1. Doritos 3Ds. Introduced in the mid-1990s, Doritos 3Ds were a revolutionary twist on the classic tortilla chip. Puffy, crunchy, and shaped like little hollow pillows, they offered a light but explosive crunch. Flavors like jalapeno cheddar and nacho cheesier became instant favorites. Doritos 3DS were heavily marketed with high-energy commercials and even made appearances in lunchboxes across America. Kids loved their fun shape, and teens couldn't resist the intense flavors. But by the mid-2000s, sales started dropping, and Doritos quietly discontinued the line. Fans mourned, creating online petitions begging for their return. In 2021, Doritos attempted a revival with Doritos 3D Crunch, but many say it was in quite the same. The nostalgia for the original still lingers, proving just how iconic they were. 2. Planters Cheez Balls. Few snacks scream 1990s. Nostalgia like Planters Cheez Balls, sold in bright blue canisters. These neon orange cheese puffs were lighter, crispier, and tangier than Cheetos. They weren't just a snack. They were a cultural phenomenon. Commercials showed kids diving into giant tubs, and the canisters became a staple at parties, school lunches, and road trips. In 2006, Kraft discontinued them, citing declining sales. Fans were heartbroken, and a cult following grew. For years, petitions, Facebook groups, and snack blogs pleaded for their return. Finally, in 2018, Planters brought them back as a limited-time product, sparking huge excitement. But once again, they disappeared, leaving fans frustrated. Today, Cheez Balls live on mostly in memory, a perfect example of how one snack can capture an entire generation. 3. Butterfinger BBs. Launched in the 1990s, Butterfinger BBs were bite-sized versions of the iconic candy bar. They offered the same crunchy peanut-buttery center covered in chocolate, but in easy-to-eat little orbs. The Simpsons heavily endorsed them, with Bart Simpson famously saying, "Nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger." BBs quickly became a movie theater favorite and after-school snack. But in the mid-2000s, discontinued them, claiming sales had dropped. Fans disagreed, insisting they were still wildly popular. Overtime tried to rebrand them as Butterfinger Bites, but they never captured the same magic. To this day, fans beg for BBs to make a proper comeback. 4. Surge Soda Snack Teen. Though technically a soda, Surge was tied deeply to the snack world of the 1990s. Launched by Coca-Cola in 1996, it was their answer to Mountain Dew. With bold green branding and an extreme marketing campaign, Surge became the drink of choice for gamers, skateboarders, and late-night snack lovers. Kids would grab a Surge along with chips or candy, creating the ultimate junk food combo. By 2003, Surge was discontinued due to concerns about caffeine and sugar content. Fans didn't forget. Online petitions and campaigns like Save Surge flooded social media. Coca-Cola eventually brought it back in limited runs, but it never regained its 90s glory. Surge remains a reminder of an era when snacks and drinks were just food. They were a lifestyle. 5. Jell-O Pudding Pops. Popularized in the 1980s thanks to Bill Cosby's commercials, Jell-O Pudding Pops weren't chips, but they were a freezer snack staple. Creamy, chocolatey, and refreshing, they felt like a mix between ice cream and pudding on a stick. Kids begged for them during hot summers, and they became a nostalgic treat tied to family memories. Despite their popularity, Kraft discontinued them in the early 2000s, citing manufacturing issues and declining sales. Fans were shocked. How could something so beloved vanish? Store-brand imitations have appeared, but none quite match the original. To this day, pudding pops are one of the most requested comebacks in snack history. 6. Garlic Doritos. Back in the 1980s and 1990s, Doritos experimented with bold flavors, including garlic Doritos. The chips delivered a punchy, savory taste that set them apart from the usual nacho and ranch options. Though they built a cult following, the strong garlic flavor wasn't for everyone. Over time, Doritos retired the variety to focus on more mainstream flavors. Today, snack fans look back fondly on garlic Doritos as one of the boldest flavor experiments in chip history. They represent a time when snack companies weren't afraid to take risks. 7. Nabisco Giggles. Cookies launched in the 1980s. Giggles cookies were sandwich cookies shaped like smiley faces. Came in flavors like chocolate and vanilla, filled with double layers of cream. While not a chip, Giggles were a snack aisle favorite, marketed directly to kids. Commercials showed happy, giggling cookies, and they became a lunchbox staple. By the 1990s, however, competition from Oreos and changing tastes pushed them out of the market. Despite being gone for decades, fans still remember their playful designs and unique flavors. 8. Taco Doritos. Before Cool Ranch became a star, Doritos launched taco-flavored Doritos in the 1970s, with bold seasoning and a rich taste. They became one of the brand's most popular flavors. But over time, Doritos introduced so many new flavors that Taco Doritos were quietly phased out. Fans didn't forget, though, and petitions demanded their return. In recent years, Frito-Lay has occasionally re-released them as limited editions, but they remain rare. For many, Taco Doritos represent the golden age of flavored chips. 9. PB Max. Released in 1989 by Mars, PB Max was a peanut butter snack bar topped with oats and coated in chocolate. Unlike Reese's, it was crunchy, hearty, and rich. PB Max quickly gained popularity, with sales over $50 million in its first year, but Mars discontinued it in the 1990s, reportedly because the owners didn't like peanut butter products. This shocking decision left fans outraged. PB Max could have been a long-lasting competitor in the snack world, but instead, it became a piece of lost snack history. 10. Keebler Magic Middles. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, Keebler introduced Magic Middles, shortbread cookies with gooey chocolate or peanut butter filling inside. They were unique, rich, and indulgent, unlike anything else on the market. Kids loved biting into the soft cookie to find a sweet surprise inside. But by the mid-1990s, Keebler discontinued them, citing low sales. Fans disagreed, insisting they were some of the best cookies ever made. Even today, snack lovers reminisce about Magic Middles, wishing for their return. From Doritos 3DS to Keebler Magic Middles, these discontinued chips and snacks represent more than just food. They're memories. They remind us of school cafeterias, movie nights, and childhood afternoons with friends. Each one had its moment in the spotlight, but changing markets and shifting tastes pushed them aside. Still, their absence left a hole that no modern snack has truly filled. The nostalgia for these snacks proves that food isn't just about flavor. It's about the moments tied to it. It's that first crunch, that first taste, the excitement of opening the bag. All of it creates memories that stay with us forever. So, which of these snacks do you miss the most? And if you could bring one back to store shelves, which would it be? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more tasty journeys into America's food past.